Wow, I'm very surprised. You guys on my YouTube post and Discord server wanting to see how I do my request sketches. Well, I think it's about time I do it now. So, let's get to it, shall we? Alright guys, we're on my computer screen now. So I'm going to be showing a couple things before I get into sketching, alright? So I'm going to be showing 3 programs that I use for my videos, my recording software, what I write down my descriptions on, and my video editing software, and our programs I've been using these last couple of years. Alright, the first thing I'm going to be showing is my recording software. So I've been using hypercam 2 for a very long time since I started requests. I have tried Bandai Cam before, but I just couldn't get into work because usually like freeze the screen for a while, then start the recording, like, you know, me showing the process. So I just can't explain it well, because I did like a test run with it a long time ago when I started to know how to work on requests, but it just didn't work for me. My computer couldn't handle it. It works for some people, but not for me. Anyways, let's move on to what I use for descriptions, shall we? So I've been using Notepad as well, which is an old program as well, but I think some people still have it to this day. I don't know any other program to write down descriptions for videos, and story-wise if you want to use it as well. But yeah, I've been using it, and I still use it to this day. The last program here is Windows Movie Maker 7, my video editing software. Now that's an old program. I've been using it since I had a Windows 7 laptop. Good times, good times. And I still have it to this day on this old computer, which this computer used to belong to my mother, but she gave it to me. She got a laptop. I'm glad I have this computer, and I'm very surprised it still works, because I believe this computer is either 7-ish or 9 years old. I can't remember, because it's been a long time. I have to ask my mother again. Anyways, let's move on to the programs I've been using, shall we? Alright guys, it's time to do our programs. The first one, which everyone should know, is MS Paint, which I know a lot of people are surprised I still have it to this day, because I use this sometimes for like sprites, like, you know, for this video here, for my sprite of my old look for my character. And of course, as you notice, I've been using this since day 1 of my requests, and as you know, not very good with sketching some sketches, because basically when I first started using this, I went for requests. Some characters were hard for me to sketch out on MS Paint, so I did my best, so they may not turned out that good back then, but hey, I was new at this, and I didn't want to disappoint people, so yeah, I did it on MS Paint. But anyways, I still use it to this day for, you know, speed paints, and sometimes for requests off screen if I don't want to, you know, resketch it on Paint to the side and color and shade on there, because we'll get to why I, you know, prefer sometimes color and shading on MS Paint. Alright, the second program I use sometimes for requests, like when I was still using MS Paint for requests, is Paint.net. I still use it for speed paints, you know, for special effects, like, you know, for if someone is holding like a flame and they want like a little bit blur effect and translucent, I can do it as well, or make some glow effects or shadow effects or some sunset effects. You get the picture. And sometimes for translucent for some requests I still did on MS Paint back then, which I did some sketches over time on the third program, which is the last one I'll be talking about in a bit, for some requests, while still using MS Paint. Alright, time for the final program, which will be on the sketch as well. The last program is Paint Tool Sai, which I've been using as of now. I say I was glad to find this program and get it, but yeah, everyone knows how it works. So basically, now I'm going to be talking about the sketching part. So, if you wonder how I do my sketches, well, I don't use like the line art tool and the sketch tool pencils, which you can see on the screen here. But I will occasionally use those for, you know, along the marker tool for the speed paints, you know, to make the poses and whatnot. Sometimes I will reuse a pose for some speed paints if I can't think of any good pose or make one. But yeah. And also, some people have been wondering, Dracula, why don't you show the sketch process no more like you did back then? Well, I just thought it would just take too long to show, because some characters over time have a lot of details for me to do. And sometimes if I have troubles, like, you know, drawing a certain character I'll need help with sometimes, so I ask my friend Benny, which you know him as Recolors Adventures, and my friend Meta as well. And if I had troubles with some glasses and goggles, I ask Benny for help for that. And sometimes for body shape as well, because let's be real, turning like a male character's body shape into a female body shape can be hard. That's also the same like a position as well. And also turn a female body shape into a male shape. It's very hard as well. And the other things for also sketching now on paint tool size. Sorry about that, guys. I will start there. It's a little difficult for some characters because some characters have some interesting quill style and bangs, and their outfits and gloves can take a long time to make. So yeah, that's why I've been doing the sketches off screen, guys. So yeah, but this one is very easy to do, so I'm not gonna show the entire process of, making the entire request, because I'm gonna do that in another video for, just normal requests like I normally do. But yeah. Also, another reason why I don't show sketches, because I'm not sure if anyone would be interested nowadays to see it, because usually people want to see the finished requests of me, resketching over the rough sketch I made, then color and shading and whatnot. But also, once the sketch starts beginning and stuff, I won't talk very much into it, but I will talk occasionally. Basically when I'm halfway done the sketch, you could say. Then after the sketch is done, I'm going to be showing you how I make my color palettes and stuff. How I do it, and if you see it pop up. Sometimes I don't do a palette, I just have the character's reference on the screen while I was recording, and like I usually do. Well, sometimes I do that, but you get the picture. Anyways, I think it's time I start sketching, shall we? So, enjoy the process of me sketching, guys, because like I said before, this character is easy to do. It's the Sonic.exe AU character, so basically, he looks like Sonic, but a bit different. You guys will see it in the sketching process. So, hope you guys enjoy. Alright, as you can see, I opened the file to get the screenshot for the request I'm working on. And then I make the picture translucent for the screenshot. Then I start sketching out. As you see, I use the liner tool to help me sketch out. I used to use the curve back then, but the curve likes to do wonky shape and doesn't stay still, so it's a little tricky to sketch out. That's why I prefer using the liner tool to sketch out for people's recolors. So you can see that it's really easy to do, and I'm looking back and forth at the picture of the reference of the character. That's what I like to do. I don't like have it on another screen on paint tool side because I don't know how to do that. But yeah, I will have to fix things over time, like, make sure it's right and it's not wonky. It takes time to shape out everything. And sometimes the screenshots are a little bit weird, guys. I mean, you can see this one, so there's a lot of adjustments you have to do for screenshots. Alright, we're halfway done with the sketch. As you can see from when I start doing the sketch, I like to do the muzzle first to get it right. Then I sometimes do the body shape next, or sometimes that first. Same for like the arms. It just depends how I feel about where I should sketch first. And like I said before, some screenshots of Sonic X are weirdly shaped, so you do have to make some adjustments while sketching out. It takes time, but with the liner tool for me, it makes it easier. I know it's like a little cheating, but that's what I've been doing this whole time for requests. Makes it easier. Then, as you can see from the clips that you're going to see in just a bit, I will be changing the black color line art to a different color, especially for what I call the rough sketch. Then, as I normally do for my videos, I resketch it once again with the black line art. Then I do the color and shading, and then edit the video and add the music, then upload it, and it's done. Now, you probably wonder where I do afterwards, the sketch is done. I go to my Discord server, post it on our video request channel, and add the person that requested me to do their character. And so they can see, like, the process of the sketch, how it looks. And sometimes I will send, like, the color palette as well with the screenshot. But you'll see that once we're done the sketch. Alright, back to sketching. Alright guys, the color liner is complete. So this is why I call it a rough sketch for me. You know, it looks clean, but I call it a rough sketch. Because, you know, once it's done, I usually like, you know, 3 sketches. So I just call it like a rough sketch. But now guys, it's time for the color palette. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to do my color palette. So give me one good second. Alright guys, I got the sketch open up on MS Paint. So this is where I'm going to be adding the colors for the palette. You guys will see that in just a bit from the clips that I've recorded. It's not like, you know, a hard process. It's simply easy to do. So you'll see how I make my palettes. Alright, that's the coloring done. So as you saw from the clip, guys, I take the reference photo from the character for this request from another page on MS Paint. Then I copy it, close the other tab, then paste the picture of the character, then get the colors, undo, and so on and so forth. Alright, next is making the palette, so this doesn't take long, guys. It only takes a couple of seconds or a minute or two. Alright guys, as you see here, I'm using the circle tool to make the palette. I've been doing this all the time. It's simple, easy to do. So as you can see, I usually make 1 or 2 or 3 circles, sometimes 4. It just depends on what character needs what for the shading. And in the next clip, you see me like getting the colors for the light and dark colors for the character with the normal color. Then I just make it like a random word saying M for muzzle, F for fur, E for eyes. You get the picture. So in this next clip, guys, you're going to see me doing that. So, yeah, let's get on to it, shall we? Alright guys, as you see here, I'm getting the colors ready for the palette. So, I'm getting like the normal color first, add on the first circle, then the circle next to it will be the light shading. Then the last shading is the dark shading for the colors. Then I write down the words for what goes where, then add a little dash like I normally do, so it's easy to navigate to which color needs to go where. So yeah, like I said, it doesn't take too long guys, but yeah. You get the picture of why I don't show it on camera. Because I like to do this one off screen. It's just too easy to do. And easy to make. Alright guys, the color palette is complete. So what I do next, I open up another tab on MS Paint, copy the palette, paste it on there, on the other tab, and save it in the folder where the request is, and it's all done. I don't save the colors on the rough sketch, guys, because, you know, that has to be a rough sketch, and I mess up the whole sketch, I have to re-get it again for my DNR page. Sorry if I started a bit, just had to remember that for a second. But yeah, it's all done. Anyways, guys, I want to thank you all so much for watching this video, and I do apologize if this video was long, but I did have to explain some things. That's what you're supposed to do, and I did my best to explain things, so I apologize if I mess up sometimes. I'm just not, like I said before, I'm just not that good at explaining things. I apologize for that. But anyways, now I hope you understand why I don't show the sketches for people's requests. I usually just do them off screen, save me more time, then I can focus on, you know, retracing it on paint to the side, and coloring, shading, then finishing the whole video and stuff. But yeah, if you do guys want me to, you know, show me, sorry about that, I had to clear my throat, make the sketch and stuff guys, but it just depends on the character. Maybe I might do that again, maybe showing me making the sketch, I don't know yet. But if you guys want me to, I'll do that, but it just depends on the character, because some, like I said before, some characters have a lot of detail and hard to make. And usually I do it off screen. But yeah. If you guys want me to do it, like I said again, just let me know on this video, like put a comment. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Like the next video will definitely be this request that I was showing you guys, me making a sketch and stuff. I won't be adding the sketch process by the way in this request video. So it was just for this video only. So basically it's just me resketching, coloring, shading, and whatnot. Anyways, hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!